So today's low vibe language loop is one that doesn't always feel low vibe, because on the surface it feels like it's a higher frequency.
I feel like you're doing something right.
Yeah, it's called pleasing. And like, how many times have you in the moment felt that you pleased the moment, pleased the situation, or pleased the exchange, and then afterwards you just feel like you betrayed yourself? And pleasing can be a form of deflection, it can be a form of avoidance, and it can be a form of not stepping into something that you've brought forward for yourself. And it is a form of inner betrayal, because you're giving your power away in that moment.
Yes.
Your yes is either a no, or your no is a yes, and it's not attuned to actually how you feel. And it may be because you feel guilt or shame. It may be feel that it's an edge for you. I do it when I have a sense that I don't want the challenge. Like I don't want the stress, or I don't want to deal with some moment. That tends to be like where I do the pleasing the most. How about you, baby?
Well, I want to share, if I may, how I feel in response to when he does the pleasing energy.
Yeah.
Because in my experience, what it brings is a disrespect. Like I can, in that moment, disrespect him for not showing up for himself, because it's one of my highest desires, that my partner and that we both really hold ourselves and stand in our truth, because then that's a relationship that's not built on distortion. And so when I can sense that he's doing something to please the moment, to please me, but really I can feel in my system, in my body, that it's not his truth, and that it's not coming from his core and his solar plexus, and just like, yes, I, in that moment, disrespect him, not in a way where I'm holding disrespect, but it's almost like I want to shake him, be like, why are you not standing firm to your truth? That is the king, that is the queen, that is the divine masculine, the divine feminine, holding yourself there. So I say it sometimes if I notice, right, that you're in a moment.
She's really good at picking up on.
Super good at this one.
If I do that, I notice Ashae does it more whenever sometimes she can put really strong material out on the web, and then someone will comment in a way that they're affected by what she brings forward, and she will sometimes placate energetically a moment where she will not hold the same power that she held in the video to some of the responses, and then sometimes I'll just reply and say, hey, I noticed that response doesn't hold the same authenticity as what you brought forward. And sometimes we do this subconsciously. Sometimes we just kind of, it might even be anything from like something really strong where you're super placating, from even a mild placation where you can say, wow, I really hear you, I get you, but maybe you don't. You'll say something to kind of make to lubricate, because we tend to not like hard edges. We tend to not like anything that feels, and so just feel into to where you do that, and where that comes through from you. I would even say the most interesting Jedi challenge on this is to feel when you do it just a little bit, when it's really subtle. Because if you can tune into when you're pleasing, even at the subtlest level, then you can really you can start creating that witness to the part of yourself that's doing that, and you can start come into dialogue with that part of yourself that is doing that, even on the most subtle level.
Yeah, that just brings up in me that sometimes pleasing doesn't have to be through what you say, but it can be through even not feeling a certain feeling that you're feeling in a moment because you're wanting to control or make it better for somebody else. So if, you know, some anger is coming up for you and you numb it because you want to please the moment or the situation, then that's also pleasing, and what we're talking about here. So it's through what you're saying, and it's through what you're experiencing in your body, through how you're allowing yourself to come forward or not allowing yourself to come forward. And I think that this is a really good challenge and opportunity to, this is one where we can really step into more of our truth and our power and what we believe and what we feel, and just really really stepping into the self and knowing that true pleasing, like true really showing up for someone else, comes from when we show up first for ourselves. And that for me is the guiding force to not step into that pleasing energy, is because I know that I can really show up in a stronger, more powerful, more divine and pure way for someone else when I am clear and in alignment with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pleasing for you.
Pleasing the moment. I like that you said that. I think that'll be the title of this one.
Pleasing the moment.
Okay, so there you go.